Dr. Shrink, and today we're going to go over quickly a few reasons why your Shrinkfast 998 might not fire. The first thing is the trigger is not depressed fully. So in order to fire the heat tool, you want to make sure your trigger is fully depressed. Like so. If it's not depressed all the way, it's not going to ignite. Another thing, the most common problem with the 998 is that the trigger is activated too quickly, meaning that this has a delayed trigger on it where the propane needs to pull in the head in order for it to fire. So simply squeeze the trigger about halfway and then finish. Again, squeeze the trigger halfway and then finish your squeeze. Another thing you want to check is the pressure on your regulator, which will be connected into your propane tank. If the pressure is too low, the heat tool will not properly fire. Anything reading less than 15 psi can cause damage to your heat tool. Ideal pressure for your heat tool is between 22 and 25 psi. Also, when you first hook in the regulator in your heat tool, it might take a second for the regulator to gain enough pressure for your heat tool to run properly. So in order to get that ready to go, simply open up your propane tank and let the propane flow for a second or two before you try to use the tool. So one last thing you're going to want to check is when you initially hook your propane tank up to the heat tool on your regulator, if you don't allow the PSI to climb all the way up to 22 or 24, and you try to ignite the gun ahead of time, what's going to happen is the safety valve is going to release the pressure and your heat tool isn't going to ignite properly. So again, when you're hooking in your regulator and the heat tool, let it fully fill up to 22 to 24 PSI before attempting to use the tool. Dr. Shrink is an authorized heat tool repair facility. If you have any questions or any issues with your heat tool, please feel free to give us a call and we can put you on the phone with one of our technicians that can properly diagnose your heat tool.